Alrighty. How we doing, everybody? I hope this is going through okay. Oops. I had the phone on there. All right. So yeah. Who that? Sorry I didn't make a video last week. I just been busy, Greg. But yeah. The whole hey Jerry, what's going on? The whole should we sign AB? I don't know, because you know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen if we sign AB. They're gonna, soon as we sign AB, the ink won't even be dry on the contract, and the NFL will put him on the commissioner exempt list 2 seconds later. But the beauty part about this is if the Saints do sign him, we don't have to pay him, because it's going to the playoffs. The league has to pay him, because the league, when you make the playoffs, the team doesn't pay you, the NFL does. So, I wouldn't want us to sign him just because, just look at what he's done. He's a good talent, but quite honestly, we don't need that kind of distraction. And I think Sean Payton might be able to withhold him, but I mean, he was with the Steelers. He told off Ben Roethlisberger. You know, I heard he told Tom Brady off too. That kind of stuff ain't gonna fly in New Orleans. The minute he says one word to Drew Brees, you know how many people will beat the living crap out of AB? He won't even make it out the damn facility. You know, so personally, like I saw on one of these sports channels, I kind of agree with what they were saying. I think it's kind of a politic thing. Okay, Drew Rosenhaus probably called up and said, hey, can you give my player a tryout? Sean Payton's like, yeah, come on, let's go. You know, but in the future, if we're negotiating with this guy, we want the first shot at him. And Drew Rosenhaus probably said, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's generally how things work in the NFL. So, you never know. I don't think they're going to sign him. I'd be shocked if they do. I mean, I would welcome him with open arms. He's a hell of a player. He's just, personally, I think, you know what I think's going on? I think he's got CTE. Because a few years ago, he got hit in the head pretty hard. And you can't diagnose CTE until after you're dead, when they cut your brain open. But rational people just don't make decisions like he. I mean, he went from Pittsburgh to New England. Now, usually when you go to New England, you know, like Randy Moss and all those other drama queens went there. I'm surprised I don't think T.O. went there, but a lot of the drama queens, Chad Ochocinco went there. They shut up. AB apparently decided, no, I'm not going to shut up, you know, so he got kicked off of that team. Then he's like, oh, I want to come back to New England. Now he's in a situation where he's like, okay, I can play for the Saints and maybe pick up a Super Bowl ring. I saw his Instagram live today. He did an Instagram live from the airport. I mean, I don't know what the hell is Pittsburgh to Oakland, New England. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. I don't. If he could just shut the hell up and actually play football, I'd give him a chance. I really would. But this is Sean Payton giving an FU to the NFL saying, okay, we're going to sign him. Checkmate. Yeah, I would be too, Michael, but I really don't think we should sign him. I mean, it's kind of a catch-22. Because look, we signed Des Bryant last year. Then he comes out like a month or two ago on social media and says something like, I shouldn't have signed with the Saints. It was a mistake. It was my fault. Then he tries to blame, he goes, I'm not blaming the Saints or anything like that, but I shouldn't have signed with them, man. The NFL, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the hell? You know? I don't follow AB on social media. Although he's got this YouTube account where he's a rapper, and being a black gentleman, he's got like 65 white women shaking their ass in this rap video, and I'm thinking, okay then. Nobody understands what the hell he's talking about anyway. More power to him. You know, he said he was going to go to school. He dropped out. Like he registered, he paid all this money, and then just to drop out. It's all you know. He says just enough the right things. He says just the right things to get in the door. I don't know if I would trust him or not. I mean, if the Saints signed him, then I would trust Sean Payton, because Sean Payton doesn't give us any reason. They worked out 6 wide receivers today. One of them was from the Redskins. I can't remember his name. I have to look at the list. Also, they were working out Tommy Lee Lewis. Oh, here we go. Okay. Who they worked out? Antonio Brown, Maurice Harris, who used to play for the Redskins, former Saints, Tommy Lee Lewis, Travin Durrell, who we know from LSU, Reggie Begelton, who actually went on Twitter and was complimenting AB, saying, nice catch, nice this, nice that. And AB went back and said, oh, no, you do good too, and Tim White. So, and then you look at the injury report. You got Von Bell, Eli Apple, and Marcus Williams out. Zach Line, questionable. Everybody else is a go. So, Pete, full practice. So, we're going to have Andre Pete back, Larry Warford back. We're going to be at about 90%, 95%. Do I want him or not? I would say no, in my personal opinion, no. Because he's too much of a distraction. But it's not about what I want. It's about what the Saints want. But if the Saints do sign him, I will wide open arms. I will congratulate him, welcome to the team. But soon as he signs, the NFL is going to put him on the commissioner's exempt list. So he's not even going to play anyway. However, this may not be for this year. This may be a ploy to get him on the contract for 2020. I think the Saints organization is doing this knowing that he's not going to play this year, but they said, maybe we could sneak him on for 2020. So, Jerry, we're probably going to get the number 2 seed. You got to rely on a third-string rookie quarterback. I think he is from Detroit. Detroit Lions beat Green Bay. It can happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't really even care about the number 1 seed. We had a number 1 seed last year, and the NFL screwed us, so it really doesn't matter. But I tell you this, if we get the number 3 seed, you know who the number 6 seed is, right? I don't have to tell you who the number 6 seed is. The NFL is primed to screw us there. But at least they, school, would come to the Superdome. Because the Vikings are the number 6 seed. And it would be poetic justice to beat them. Yep. Yeah, I don't like them. They're actually resting most of their players because they're playing the Bears. They actually came out and said, we think Chicago's a bye week opponent. So they're actually resting their players. I don't even think they're going to play Kirk Cousins, Stephon Diggs. I hope he trips and tears his ACL, but you didn't hear that from me. Who else? Whoever else they got, I don't really know, but they couldn't beat Green Bay for us, so screw that. I'm gonna run this down like this. This is how I think it's gonna happen. Just my opinion. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think it might. Like this, okay? NFC, and I'm not gonna talk to AFC because I don't know all that crap. I'm just talking about the NFC. NFC, 49ers are probably going to be the number 1 seed, which I hope doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, I think Seattle might win that game. I am rooting for Seattle. Well, let's say Seattle's number 1, and we get the number 2, which is probably what's going to happen. Because it would take a miracle for Detroit to beat Green Bay. And I think that game's in Detroit, so maybe it's a shot. I don't know. The winner, the NFC East, Philadelphia and Dallas. Philly's going to win and clinch the division. Okay. So let's say San Francisco is going to go to the 5 seed. Seattle's going to get the 1 seed. We get the number 2 seed. Well, we already beat Seattle in Seattle. So that's not a problem. We did it, and we did it without Drew Brees. So I'm not worried about going to Seattle. Most people are worried about going to Green Bay. The way I figure on that, Green Bay is going to be the 3 seed. They'll play the Vikings. They'll probably beat the Vikings again, no doubt, because the Vikings are already locked in at the 6 seed. Philly's going to play San Francisco. 4 plays 5. Philadelphia will beat San Francisco in San Francisco because San Francisco doesn't have the playoff knowledge. Garoppolo sat on his ass while Brady was doing all the work, so he doesn't really know. Carson Wentz has got playoff experience, a Super Bowl ring. The Eagles have the experience. Most of their roster have been to the playoffs. Philadelphia will beat San Francisco. So then you'll get a second-round matchup of, let's see, you'll probably have Seattle playing Philly, and Seattle will beat Philly. Then you'll probably get in a situation where Green Bay plays whoever the hell's left, or however the seeding goes. But it doesn't really matter because the Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. So I already know about that. It's possible. They got Matthew Bowers, the car dealership person, promised him a brand new truck or car of his choice if he beats the Packers. The Packers, I don't know if their seeding is they have a lot to play for too, so they're not going to rest anybody. So, and I know the Saints ain't resting anybody. Oh yeah, Eagles are going to beat the 49ers. The Packers are going to beat the Vikings. So you're going to have the Eagles, Packers, and the highest seed off of that. So say Seattle's the number 1 seed. Seattle would play Philly, and we would take the Packers. We would have the Packers at home, being a number 2 seed. We'd beat the hell out of the Packers. Okay? And Seattle would beat Seattle would beat the Eagles. So it'd be 1 and 2. We would go up to Seattle, beat them in their house, and then we play in Miami. And I don't really care who comes out the AFC, but it's either going to be 3 teams. It's going to be the Chiefs, the Patriots, or the Ravens. And I don't think it's going to – I think the Ravens will get upset in the first round or the second round. When at the first game, I honestly believe the Ravens can get upset because they don't have the experience. Patriots, well, they cheat. Obviously, the Patriots are probably going to get to the Super Bowl because they cheat, And here's another thing. The NFL Top 100 list. Drew Brees was left off that list. Okay? The 10 quarterbacks they chose, most of them understand. They chose Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Roger Staubach, Dan Marino, John Elway, Otto Graham, Sammy Baugh. That's 7. Okay, let me think a minute. That was 7. They picked 10 of them. Let me think. Well, anyway, to pick Marino and Elway over Brees is a tragedy. So that would never happen. Oh, they picked Peyton Manning too. That's 8. I can't remember the other 2 off the top of my head. Did I say Otto Graham? Because they picked him too, which they should have. But it's a tragedy to have the all-time touchdown leader and yards leader, completion leader, so many records. No, Terry Bradshaw wasn't picked. Terry Bradshaw was left off the list. It was I just said 7 or 8 of them. I can look this up right now. It's common knowledge. It's on the NFL website. But my laptop is being slow as hell right now, so it'll probably freeze me if I do. But let's see. Yeah, it was because they picked Brady first. It was Brady, Montana, Staubach, Marino, Elway, Otto Graham, Sammy Baugh, Peyton Manning. That's 8. Oh shit! Who are the other 2? Because they picked 10 of them, and they were modern quarterbacks too. I can't remember. Well, anyway, the point is that Drew Brees was left off this list, which is once again disrespectful. You know, and they had Roger Staubach, Tom Brady, and the other one in studio too. I wish I could remember off the top of my head who else was in it, but they left Terry Bradshaw off too, which was, I don't even know if he was a semifinalist or finalist. I think he was. Let me try. My laptop's like sucks, but because it'll probably freeze up. But yeah, they picked. Let's see. Okay, a little more. Come on. It's almost there. Okay, here we go. Now I know who I. Okay, this is who they picked: Sammy Baugh, Tom Brady, John Elway, Brett Favre, who I was missing, Otto Graham, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Roger Staubach, and Johnny Unitas. That is who they picked. Now, easily, you can put Brees on Montana. Well, not Montana. You can put, yeah. Look, I'm on the Saints Twitter, and it says the quarterback that holds the NFL record for complete career touchdowns, yards, and completions did not make the list. Yeah. I mean, when you got Belichick and the rest of these idiots voting on it, you know, it's crazy. Absolutely, positively crazy. So, and I put out a tweet. I put out a thing on Facebook too, saying, so the greatest quarterback in NFL history with all of touchdowns, yards, completions, has a Super Bowl. You're going to pick him over Marino, who didn't win a Super Bowl. That is hilarious. So I find that just disrespectful. Once again, the NFL just, you know, they do what they do. So, but yeah, I wasn't thinking of Brett Favre and Johnny Unitas. But yeah, it is it's absolutely crazy. So, but anyways, yeah, I didn't get a chance to do the recap of the Titans game. We won 38-28. Obviously, I mean it was already done. I kind of been slacking in that. I really know I should do more after the game videos. I missed a couple of wins and a couple of losses this year. I just don't get the viewership that most of the other ones do. By the time I get around to it, most of the time it's already been played out. Hell, WDN Chatline already passed us up. I had way more subscriptions than him. So not many people want to see me, but it's okay. I don't really worry about that. But we won last week. Looking on to the Panthers, I don't even know who the hell our interim coach is, but, you know, we're going to beat the Panthers, no doubt. Saints will probably finish as the number 2 seed. We really don't have anything to worry about. We'll have that week off, whatever. I don't watch NFL Network. I don't pay attention to the NFL. I sometimes tweet them and just laugh about it. But yeah, it's BS. I mean, the NFL they don't like the Saints. They never did. They never picked one Saint. They picked, well, I mean, they had Earl Campbell as all-time running back, and I think they had they passed on Morton Anderson as one of the top 5 kickers in NFL history. You know, he was the greatest kicker up until Vinatieri beat him. The only 2 players they actually picked, they picked Doug Atkins, but he played at the end of his career with the Saints. So there was really no true Saint. And I think, I want to say, I maybe they picked Sam Mills. I can't remember. But they passed on a lot of Saints. They just passed. So it's fine. They can have their top 100 list. It's bullshit. I don't remember. This was the last one. They did it every week. They did linebackers. This was the last one. So the list is complete. It's top 100. I know Sam Mills was nominated. I know Pat Swillen was nominated, but I don't think any of them made the list. I'd have to check it again because they put out the whole 100 list because it ended today. 100. It was 100 players and 10 coaches. So let me see. No Ricky Jackson. No Sam Mills. No Vaughn Johnson. And no Pat Swillen. So nope. No Dome Patrol. In fact, I think the only two people that ever played for the Saints in any capacity that they put on a 100 list was Earl Campbell and Doug Atkins, to my knowledge. So, the NFL doesn't like the Saints, and they never will. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad in that general idea, but whatever. Drew Brees isn't sitting at home sitting at home pouting over it. He's not even concerned about it. But it's all right. We know he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, maybe a lot of these people are saying, "Oh, if Drew Brees wins another ring, you think he's in the same class?" I actually saw it's a YouTube video. I don't remember who it was saying that Drew Brees is a great modern quarterback, but he's nowhere near Tom Brady or Peyton Manning's class. Then that's an insult to Saints fans. It's not Brees' fault that the freaking media didn't give him any MVPs when he should have won at least 3 or 4 of those. It's not Brees' fault that we had a shitty defense for 3-4 years in a row that we couldn't make the playoffs. It's not Brees' fault on anything. They put in Marino, for Christ's sakes. He went to 1 Super Bowl. He couldn't even win the damn Super Bowl. And they put Marino over Drew Brees. Come on. Are you serious? I can understand how Elway and the rest of those were on there. Sammy Baugh, I can understand that. Otto Graham went to 10 championships and won 7 of them. I can understand that. But how the hell are you going to put Marino over Brees? That's the one questionable 10 quarterback. Johnny Unitas, yes. Brett Favre, yes. Even though I don't particularly care for him, but he helped win a Super Bowl. When he, of course, indirectly when he threw that pass. But, how do you put Marino over Brees? I guess because he had the all-time passing yardage record for years. I don't know. But it's just a slap in the face. But that's okay. This NFL 100 list, it means jack shit. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Nothing. The only thing that is concerning to Drew Brees is winning that championship. So, it's fine. NFL can have 150. NFL, when they do their 125 list or 150 list, maybe they'll put Brees in there. I know I probably won't be around for that. I ain't going to be alive for that. So, it is what it is. Disrespect our quarterback. Disrespect our franchise. I hate Roger Goodell, and I'll never like him. The day he passes away, I'd love to dance on his grave. I don't like him at all. Never did. So, but yeah. Looking ahead to the Panthers, we'll beat the Panthers. I'm gonna say we'll beat them 37-20, something like that. Of course, then again, I'm saying this knowing that the Panthers and Saints games always are around 7 points. So, but I don't even know who the is. The funny part is the Falcons actually are keeping Dan Quinn and their general managers. So that means we get 2 more extra wins next year. Because Dan Quinn's going to be the coach of the Falcons, folks. So that means that's 2 wins. Easily. And the Bucs are thinking about signing Jameis Winston, even though he wants $30 million. As one sportscaster put it, he gets $1 million for each interception he throws. So that would be hilarious. Give Jameis Winston $30 million. Hell, if he averages 30 interceptions a year, it's well worth it. 2 weeks in a row, the first pass he threw was a pick six. 2 weeks in a row. And the Bucs actually play the Falcons tomorrow, Sunday. The Bucs are 7-8. The Bucs have a better record than the Falcons and the Panthers. I hope the Bucs actually beat the Falcons. That means that Bucs would actually make it to 8-8 because they are the second best team in our league, no doubt. You know, the Bucs. Watch out for the Bucs next year because they will probably make the playoffs. I don't know how many wins they're gonna. They might get to 10-6 because they're gonna have a weak schedule. Of course, they're gonna lose to the Saints twice. We already know that. But if they keep Jameis Winston, they're not going anywhere. But why would you pay $30 million? Why you pay $20 million to him? I don't know why. I guess Bruce Arians, he likes him so much, but Jameis Winston isn't worth 30 cents. You know, if you pay Jameis Winston $30 million, then Drew Brees is worth $300 million. Okay? Drew Brees is worth $1 million for every touchdown pass he's thrown, at least. So that would be a slap in the face to all quarterbacks out there to pay a no-talent bum like Winston $30 million. So I would. Think about this. Ron Rivera was actually on the Rich Eisen's show, and he was saying about how he don't think Cam Newton's going to be ready to march. So I would Dennis Allen is actually a hot topic. Dennis Allen might get a coaching job somewhere. I would get Ron Rivera in a second. Why? Because he knows the NFC South and he knows the Panthers backwards and forwards. I'm sure he knows Christian McCaffrey's weaknesses. Everybody knows Cam Newton's weakness, so it's not really a what you call it there. But yeah, it is. It's something. But yeah, I would get him. But I don't. It's only if Dennis Allen leaves. But he might. Dennis Allen might go to the Panthers. You never know. You know. Everybody thinks Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the new quarterback of the Panthers. I don't see that happening. You know, is Bridgewater going to re-sign with the Saints? He might, but he really wants to be a starter. I mean, he's getting paid like $12 million this year. How much do you think he's going to want now? Are you willing to pay a backup $15, $20 million to sit on the bench? Not me. Because we're going to have to re-sign Drew Brees this year. Because Drew Brees' contract voids in March. So you know that's $30 million right there. So I don't think Bridgewater is going to come back unless he takes a pay cut, and I don't see that happening. Although then again, he is in the right position because if Brees retires, which of course he's not, Brees is going to play at least another 5 years. You know, there's no way. Even if the Saints win the Super Bowl, Brees ain't retiring. He's too competitive. He knows that Tom Brady is on his ass. Because Brees retires, Tom Brady's going to take all the records. Passing, touchdowns. However, Tom Brady is faltering. He is not the Tom Brady of 10 years ago, 20 years ago. He's not the Tom Brady of last year. Tom Brady is faltering. His age is Father Tom is catching up to Tom Brady. He's not going to last. They signed him to a 2-year contract extension. He's not lasting 2 years. You know, they always say Drew Brees can't throw the deep ball. I think he throws it pretty good, but why would you want to throw the deep ball when you could throw 20 slants to Thomas? You throw a 10-yard slant to Thomas, and Thomas will run for a touchdown. 10, 15, 20-yard slants are just as effective as the bomb. You know, because everybody's saying, oh, Drew Brees, he don't throw deep. But he's on a pace to break his completion record in a season again for the fifth time. So I think something like, in order for Drew Brees to not break his record, I think he would have to go like, I think they said he would have to miss like 35 in a row. He would have to go like 6 out of 40 for him not to break the record. And you know damn well that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I mean, come on. Brees completing 75% of his completions, but everybody's saying he doesn't throw deep. But like I said, why would you have to throw deep when you could throw a 10-yard slant to Michael Thomas and let him do the work and let him go? Thomas breaks a tackle, goes down the sidelines. He's almost got 1,700 yards. You know? So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But that's okay. They can disrespect our quarterback all they want. It doesn't really matter because in the end, you know, when I put that post out on Twitter, somebody from New England was like, you know, Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time. And I said, you must be a Patriots fan. And he's like, yep. I said, well, you're biased, number one. So, he's totally biased. But I'm like, why are you going to come on a Saints Twitter page and argue with me about bullshit? Oh, well, he's like, well, the Patriots won 5 Super Bowls. I said, idiot. You don't even know how many Super Bowls your team won. And you're a fan. Your team won 6 Super Bowls, not 5. He's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot we won last year. He's like, it's kind of hard to keep up with Super Bowls because we win every year. And I'm like, that's not true. Remember that year you were 16-0 and you lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl, dumbass? You know, I could win all these arguments. Drew Brees, hand down, is the greatest quarterback in NFL history. I don't care what anybody says. Period. Prove me wrong. You can't. Look at the stats. You know, everybody's like, well, he's only got 1 Super Bowl ring. Okay. And it's a team effort. Last time I checked, the team wasn't called the New Orleans Saints, the New Orleans Drew Brees. It was called the New Orleans Saints. Yep. Both of Eli's Super Bowl rings came against Tom Brady. Both of them. So, Tom Brady can have 25 Super Bowl rings, and he's never going to be better than Drew Brees. Never. Drew Brees has had to carry the team for a long time. The Patriots got this weapon, that guy, this guy. Drew Brees has made receivers Pro Bowl receivers. He made Marcus Colston into what he was. He made a lot of these receivers. Drew Brees, up until before we got Michael Thomas and Colston, didn't have really many people to throw to. He worked with what he had to work with, and he made them caliber team. So you can't put a price tag on that. You can't. I mean, so, but yeah, we're going to be the number 2 seed, and we're going to take care of business Sunday because we're not losing to the Panthers. That's not happening. And I hope the Panthers bring that A game. I hope they bring that A game, and I hope they bring it fast because McCaffrey ain't getting shit. We beat the hell out of McCaffrey last time. So they couldn't beat us when Riverboat Ron was their head coach. I don't even know who their interim coach is, and I don't care because he ain't won a game. I think he's like 0-3 since they fired him. Panthers ain't 0-4 because the Panthers were 5-6 when they fired him, and now they're 5-10. So the interim coach ain't won a damn game. Panthers were stupid to get rid of Ron Rivera. Would they have made the playoffs? Probably not. But the Panthers would have never went 5-10. They probably would be around 7-8 right now. They'd be around where the Bucks are, close to 8-8. But the Panthers aren't doing shit next year because they're not going to have Cam Newton back. They're probably going to get rid of him, and they're going to have Kyle Allen, who, Kyle Allen's done good against the Saints, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Well, he coached for him for like 8 and 9 years. He led him with 15-1 record. They lost in the Super Bowl. Who knows what the Panthers? Nobody knows what these people are thinking. Nobody does. So it's just I don't know. It's just whatever it is. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if we had a vacancy for defensive coach or even linebackers coach, anything on the defense. I'd pick up Ron Rivera right now if we had an open, because he would help us. You know, that's right. Poetic justice. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons 28-3 Sunday. that would be funny. You know, I mean, hell, that would be hilariously funny if we did that. But I think this Sunday I will probably do a live video after the game. It just depends how I feel, but I think I will. You know, I really should have been putting out more videos, because now WD and Chatline passed me up. All these new Saints YouTubers are passing my channel up like crazy. All right, Michael, I appreciate you. I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute or two anyway, considering it's midnight. I just wanted to see who was on. Spur of the moment thing, but who that? You know, and if y'all know any Saints fans out there, see if they like to subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And go LSU, because they're going to win tomorrow, as we all know. So, all right, who we got left? I think Jerry's probably still here. I was planning to talk for about an hour or so. Probably should have did this video way earlier. The timing of my videos lately have been kind of off. You know, breaking news thing. Like if I would have did that with that Eli Apple video with the Antonio Brown to the Saints, I probably would have got like a massive people in here. But I have no control as far as monetization on this channel, so it's not that I don't care. It's just that if I get 72 million views, it wouldn't, you know. So yeah, I think I'll probably wrap it up unless anybody's left, or if anybody has a valid point. Because being at midnight, not much is here. But yeah, if y'all haven't followed my other YouTube channel, it's Field Guy 316. Please subscribe to that. That'll balance out the people that are dropping me on on that side, because YouTube always takes away. And of course, you know, follow us on the social media. We are the Who Dat Nation on Facebook, at WATWDN on Twitter. We are the Who Dat Nation on Instagram. And, you know, check out some of the other sites, you know, Fourth Down D, the Who Dat Discussion, WDN Chatline. Those are the main three I watch. The other two I don't really watch anymore, but I'm still subscribed to them. You know, Saints fans have got to stick together. So if you know any Saints fans, you know, kindly recommend the channel. I'd appreciate it. You know, and I'm not doing this just to get numbers up or anything. It's just that I started this like my regular channel, just to talk to people, talk to fans, get their opinions, thoughts, you know, all that good stuff. Just to chat, because, you know, we have the greatest quarterback in NFL history. We have the greatest team right now. And come Sunday, we're going to beat the Panthers. That's a guarantee. We're getting a number 2 seed. I really hope we get number 1, but to rely on Detroit to beat Green Bay, that's kind of a laugher. It could happen, though. I mean, funny things have happened. Arizona beat Minnesota years ago, knocked them out of the playoffs, so when they were sucky. So anything is possible in this league. Anything. So All right, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate all the Who-Dats for watching. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all Sunday. Who-Dat, and go Saints.